We are back with Pisces Moon Tarot. If you are new here, welcome in. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you are OG here, thank you for being here still and sticking with me and rocking it out. We're going to do a pick a card video today. We're going to have two piles. We're going to have this pile or deck number 1, and then we'll have deck number 2, or it's probably flipped like that for you guys, but this will be my first pile. This will be my second pile, and we're going to get into it. It's going to be short, sweet, straight to the point. I have to get out of here and go back home. So I have to hurry up and go back to the room to take a shower and get on the road, but I wanted to give you guys this beautiful scenery, this beautiful background noise with a pick a card. So I think we're going to do whatever comes out type vibes, like whatever you need to know, what's going on, what is a big deal for you, and then that is what we'll do. So it could be love, career, spirituality. We don't know until we get there. So that is enough for the intro. Hopefully you've decided your pile. I'm going to start with this deck here. All right, let's see here. You could be listening to a lot of music. You could be going to get smoothies. I feel like maybe you are just in your vibe. You're in your zone. You're doing what needs to be done, and I love that. So let's see here. What does this group here need to know in current energy? Okay, yeah, I feel like you already had got the intuitive message. Like, this is just a confirmation. You had already got the message that you need to slow down, that you were doing way too much for people, that you were making every little problem a big problem, that you weren't carrying your load the way that you were supposed to. Maybe, you know, it was the same responsibilities you've had your entire life, but it just feels like lately they've been a lot heavier, they've been a lot more extreme. But in all honesty, what you had to realize is that you were just carrying it the wrong way. You weren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Ten of Wands is like burdens, but it's burdens that if he would just group them all up and took his time with doing it, it would feel a lot less heavy. So I feel like you're intuitively moving now. You're intuitively doing stuff. If you want to help, you'll help, but you kind of, instead of just jumping up and doing something or worrying about if people are gonna fear you, or not fear you, but fearing if people are going to be upset with you if you don't move the way that you want to move, you're kind of sitting in your throne with this Empress energy. The Empress, honestly, she's almost like the Emperor. She's just nicer about it, but she doesn't do anything. And when I mean anything, it doesn't mean she never worked. She's already worked, and she doesn't have to do anything because she has other people to move for her, or she knows when it's time to move. But for the most part, she sits and she kind of like emits that love or that energy out. So I feel like it's time for you to sit back and relax for a little bit and maybe not do anything. Okay, take some time off, or you already got that message, and this is just a confirmation that yes, you can take time off. The whole house won't go into shambles. Everything will be fine. You'll get more opportunities. Okay, I feel like maybe too you have someone who you need to put more responsibility on, who is capable. Maybe they try to act as if they don't know what they're doing or something like that. But I feel like with the King of Swords here, somebody is very capable of figuring things out. Now, if you don't have anybody around, there's no one else, you know, involved in anything, then this is just you. You have to remain very logical about, like, okay, is this effort going to is the input that I put in going to give me enough output to nourish me, to kind of make me be able to get back up again? Because I feel like what's going to happen is if you continue to enable people with expecting you to always be there, be this sunshine, bright, you know, happy day, like, you know, I feel like he's all mad and here comes this big happy ball of light and he's just looking at it. So I feel like what's going to start happening is you're going to resent this gift that you have as a leader, as an empath, as an intuitive, okay, as someone who is to some capacity supposed to help people, but not to the point where it is draining you. Okay, so Big Mama house is significant right now. Let me get a couple more cards. How is this really going to impact this group? Let's get some of these. How is this really going to impact this group? Listen, I'm telling you, this may cause some conflict, or you already have been in conflict with someone because you stood your ground, because you told them you weren't going to carry your burden, and that is okay. They'll heal. They'll be fine. You have to worry about you. You have to take care of you, because at the end of the day, if this person is mad because you couldn't give to them, but you know that the only reason that you were unable to give to them is because you're drained, what's going to happen for the next time? If you can't let them be mad this time, then they're just going to be mad for the rest of their life, because you're not going to have anything to give this person. Don't allow anyone to confine you into what it is that you think that, or they think that you have to give them, especially if they're not giving back or they're not doing the same for you. You're going to get some good news, okay? I feel like you're going to get some good news. What is this good news going to be? It's going to be such good news. It's going to be life-changing. Got 42, which is 6. It's something that you've wished for a very long time, or something, yeah, that maybe you wanted to do from a kid. So this could be something about your kids. This could be a wish that you had, like, and you got the moon here, maybe something with your mother, or just definitely like good news that maybe this is your good news, that you're okay to, you know, not be everybody's Captain Save-A-Ho every day of every hour of every minute. Yes, you're the stable one. Yes, you're the responsible one, but sometimes you got to let that go for a second. Have a little fun. Do something unexpected. Do something that people wouldn't expect you to do, and you'll be fine if you do that, okay? Let's get one more card here. Moving forward, let's see what energy is coming towards you after this energy is kind of dissolved or resolved. What energy? Okay, you got 5th house in Taurus. I feel like once you kind of get past this energy of deciding whether or not you want to, you know, really put yourself first, your hobbies first, things like that, you're going to stand in it, okay? You're going to make a schedule for yourself. You're going to always create time for the things that you enjoy. And you may be able to make money off of it because of that. You got Leo here, so I feel like confidence is coming next for you. Confidence in the ability to know right from wrong as you consider it, not as someone else may consider it, okay? And with this 5th house here, a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, happy times ahead, okay? Really good energy coming for you, all right? Thank you so much for being here with me. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment if this resonated for you, and I'm gonna move on to the second deck. All right, deck number 2, let's finish up. All right, let's see, what is it that is coming for you? What energy? What do you need to know? What is going on? What's going on? What's going on? Maybe New York or upstate is like Jersey. New York is significant for you for some reason. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay, we got a few. Ooh. Okay, hold on. You could have friend zoned somebody, or you just feel like, or for somebody friend zoned you. We have some standards being set here, some expectations being set, which may have caused a little bit confusion in a connection. Perhaps there also could be like a third party, but I don't see this third party being like someone who's trying to get in the relationship. This is like someone who has all of the opinions about how this relationship should go. So I feel like if you or your partner have been acting weird, or if you feel like your partner's been acting weird, or whatever, I feel like it's because there's somebody on the outside that's kind of influencing them. This could be on the feminine side too, that there could be like a mother, overbearing mother, or a friend or a sister, or just like perhaps this is like the you in the now and you where you want to be, you know what I'm saying? So maybe you're the one who's kind of like confusing yourself. Regardless, I feel like you see how these cards are kind of cutting off the guy. I feel like maybe too, you don't know who you're in a relationship with, or who you're involving yourself with, or that's how you feel. But we got my double confirmation cards at the bottom of the deck. So is this love? Is this a love? Okay, this necessarily doesn't have to be love. This could be your alignment with yourself. What does this have to do with if it's not love? One card, please give me a card. Ooh, it could have something to do with your mother with the moon here, but it could just mostly have to do with your subconscious thoughts. So your irrational beliefs, or your fears, or your anxious thoughts that manifest into obsessive thoughts, okay, with the moon here. When something isn't undiscovered, it leaves a lot of room for interpretation. With the 10 of Swords here, these are outdated beliefs. So what's coming up right now for you, I don't think you should pay too much attention to. And the reason I say that is because I feel like it's surfacing kind of like a pimple getting the gunk out. You know what I'm saying? Look, 8 of Wands. I feel like what you're experiencing right now, the energy that you're experiencing, is like your last little detox before you kind of align yourself with the frequency that you should be on. So if you feel like you're having outbursts, you're crying, you're mad, you're fed up, then that is all perfectly fine. You're exactly where you need to be, because you are preparing to move forward. Look at that, 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. You are preparing to move forward, and that way you can and put out any, like, get rid of any negative things, so that way you're only calling in positive energy. You don't want to call in that old past energy. We want to put that behind us and be ready to move forward for something new. So don't be alarmed, okay, if you've been a little bit moody. I'm telling you, you're just prepping up, you're preparing. If there's opportunities you don't want to take advantage right now, that's fine, okay? That is okay, because eventually with the Queen of Wands, you're going to know, okay, this is what I should jump on. That's why I didn't do this, because I was waiting for this to come in. And you're going to go full force ahead to grab that manifestation, or to grab that thing, whatever it is that you were waiting for. I feel like other opportunities that have came have not really panned out to be what it is that you wanted it to be, and you knew that. Like, it's like, you know, you knew it was going to come with certain things, and you kind of just went ahead and prepared yourself for the worst, which is okay. But don't get too frazzled about it. Don't think that this energy is going to last forever. It's just like the last little bit needs to get out, okay? So let's see here. How else will this relate to? Yeah, I'm telling you, this is your way out. Like, I feel like you finally, I don't want to say God like abandoned you, but it could feel like that. But I feel like it was just because you had to work through that shit by yourself. You couldn't have an enabler. You had to be by yourself to really understand what it is that you want in life, what it is you don't want in life. That way, when it's time and you're standing in front of your angels, guides, and ancestors, and they're like, okay, what's the list? Run the list down. You can say this, that, and the third. And you know what it is that you deserve, okay, with justice here, because justice ain't gonna give you shit you don't deserve, period. You don't want to trap yourself. If you feel like, why haven't I got something that I wanted? Because it would have been a trap, it would have been a compromise for you, it would have been you settling. And justice isn't about that. They're going to give you exactly what is right, what is fair, and what is just. So I feel like anything else you've been asking for, if it hasn't been coming through and you're wondering like, what the fuck, it's just because it wasn't for you. Like, and I know that sounds so cliche, but look, we got self-love here, coach, and perseverance. They say God doesn't give you any more than you can handle. So maybe you wouldn't have been able to handle that, or maybe it would have stifled your growth, or whatever, right? We don't know the bigger picture of things. It always reminds me of Job, when Job yells out to God, why is this happening? And God's like, do you know the heavens and the earth? Are you God? Do you do what I do? Like, who are you to question me? And I feel like if you just look around and see how many beautiful blessings and just things that shouldn't be the way they are, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the ocean, that we're made by the same person who creates the ocean. So obviously we have a purpose. Obviously he knows the purpose, or God knows the purpose. You know, we don't want to gender God. All right, you got 11th house here. So I feel like once you get out of this funk, you're going to be back out in the public. You're going to be making money off of your social media, networking, giving people the keys to what you did. People are going to be like, damn, how are you so relaxed? How are you this? How are you that? And it's going to be like, oh, well, this is what I did. This is what I had to do. And you'll be able to teach people those same things. And with Capricorn here, you'll be able to make some money out of it, or you'll be highly regarded for it. People will come to you all the time because they feel like you're the only one who can help them get on this path. Okay, that's crazy. We got 11th house, and then we got 10th house here as well. So this is going to be something that you definitely should be doing, and is going to push you towards your future. Look, 5th house, same as the same house. So maybe some of you guys stay from the same house. It'll also feel very motivating. It'll feel like something you love to do, something that isn't like a drag. Okay, something you look forward to. All right, that is all I have for you guys. I really hope you enjoy the beach view. I'll give you guys a full view if you stayed this into this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I loved doing it, and I can't wait to do it again, meaning come to the beach. I'll see you guys next time. Much love.